A very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are doing well. In today's class, we will study about the database management system. Okay? Now, before we start DBMS, we should know what is data, what is database, and what is database system. If you see, we all have raw facts. Okay? So if you are dealing with the raw facts, when you collect that information, that become an data. So data is just a collection of information, or data is just a set of values. Find any information which have some meaning, that is called data. The raw facts, the facts that can be recorded and which have implicit meaning, known as data. So this is all about the data. Fine. Now I will give you one example. Here C name. C means customer name, customer number. This is just a data. Find the customer name, customer number. If we talk about the student name, their roll number, their father name, their address, this all is just a data, but we don't know what we will do with the roll number, with the student name, and so on. Now, after data, we will come to database. Database is a collection of interrelated data. If I talk about the student, I will say student name and salary. Is If I ask you, is this related? And student is not working, fine. So is this data related? You will say no ma'am, it is not related, because if a student is not working, he will not getting the salary. So the database is only a collection of interrelated data. Okay, means if I talk about roll number, student, and address, and I ask you, is this data interrelated? Yeah, this is interrelated data, because student have roll number also, name also, and address also. Fine. So this is just a collection of interrelated data. Now second, come to the point, these can be stored in form of tables. When we are dealing with database, these all interrelated data is stored in a form of tables, and here you will see how we can see. And what is table? Table which have number of rows and number of columns. Fine, that is table. Now, you will see C name, C number, and C city. These all are column, referring the column 1, 2, 3. If I ask, number of columns are here 3 and number of rows are 2. Now next, come to the point, a database can be of any size and varying complexity. Yeah, if I talk about individual student, he might be have name, student name, roll number, address, phone number. Okay, these all things. If I talk about the class, individual class, like class 11, so this class having a number of student data. In a class, if 50 students are there, then the data would be of 50. Fine. If I talk about the school, then the school database will be more vast than the individual class or individual student. So you can say database can be of any size. Okay. Now, the next point says a database may be generated and manipulated manually or may be computerized. Now, we will see how manually and computerized. If you talk about your class teacher attendance register, and if you notice that in your class teacher student attendance register, class teacher should contain the data of each and every student. So that data is created manually. Fine. She just write down roll number and student name, phone number, address, father name, mother name, like that she create in her register. Fine. Now if we are the same data we are creating in the Excel file, okay, we are creating master list in the form of table, that is computerized. So attendance register is your manually data, and the data you are creating in the Excel is your computerized data. Now next come to database system. When we are dealing with computerized system, the database system come in the picture, and database system says, and it says that to maintain the information and to make that information available on demand. It's maintain information. You as I told you, in Excel you just creating a master list of a student, fine, that means it's just maintaining the information. But if some person outsider come and ask that or your father or some other come and ask that I want a data of Mahi, fine, so what, that is the availability on demand, fine, that the person wants a data of Mahi, they can access the data from there. Okay. Now if database system come, then what are the advantages of database system? The first point is redundancy. Redundancy means duplication. अगर मैं किसी भी अगर मैं फाइल सिस्टम पर जाऊँ, ठीक है, मैं एक क्लास रिकॉर्ड के लिए मुझे 10 फाइल्स मेंटेन करनी पड़ रही है। 10 फाइल्स में अब क्या है कि सभी एक ही क्लास का डेटा है। मैंने फर्स्ट फाइल में डेटा नोट डाउन किया स्टूडेंट्स का, उसमें माही का नाम लिख दिया। नेक्स्ट पर गई मैं सेकेंड पे, ठीक है, मैंने और स्टूडेंट्स का डेटा स्टोर किया। थर्ड पे गई, मुझे नहीं ध्यान रहा कि मैंने फर्स्ट फाइल में माही का ऑलरेडी डेटा स्टोर कर दिया, मैंने थर्ड फाइल में फिर से माही का डेटा स्टोर कर दिया। ओके, तो क्या हुआ, डुप्लीकेशन हो गई और मुझे नहीं ध्यान है कि मैं ऑलरेडी स्टोर कर चुकी हूँ, बिकॉज मैन ह्यूमन पावर इज नॉट दैट मच स्ट्रॉन्ग, memory power. Okay, so to remove this thing, to remove the duplication, to remove the redundancy, we need a database system. Now come to the inconsistency can be avoided. If you are if we talk about any kind of transaction, that I'm making a transaction from account and from account A to account B, that data should be preserved. If अगर मैं अकाउंट ए से पैसा ट्रांसफ़र कर रही हूँ अकाउंट बी में, ठीक है, मेरे अकाउंट से डिडक्ट हो गया, लेकिन अकाउंट बी में जो है डेटा ऐड नहीं हुआ, ओके, तो उसका बेनिफिट, उस ट्रांजैक्शन का बेनिफिट नहीं है। तो हमें प्रिजर्विंग कंसिस्टेंसी मीन्स प्रिजर्विंग के लिए हमें डेटाबेस सिस्टम की जरूरत पड़ी। सो inconsistency in database is avoided, and if we are using database system, then we can easily deal with the we can easily share our data. Now next come to standard can be enforced, security restriction can be applied. Yeah, here you can see security is very much important. If you have a bank account and anyone can access your bank account, okay, uh, if you see you just if you make an online transaction, you can just enter your user ID, after that your password, and hacker know your password, then he can easily what he can easily make transaction from your account. But nowadays if you see, you just log in from your user ID, from your password, after that they will send you a OTP on your registered mobile number. Okay, this is for what? This is just for the security of your account, because hacker who can know your password, your user ID, but not about the OTP, because OTP generates at the same time he will enter to the account. Okay, So this is very good, very much important. The security restriction can be applied on a database system. Next is your integrity. What do you mean by the integrity? Integrity means completeness, accuracy and consistency. When these three things get combined, the integrity can be maintained. अगर कोई भी ट्रांजेक्शन करो, that should be complete होना चाहिए, accurate होना चाहिए और consistent होना चाहिए. Okay, that is in integrity. Now, if you are creating any kind of DBMS database system, then data gathering is very much is possible and requirement can be balanced. Fine. So here we will finish up with database system. Now come to database management system. If you know, in database system, what is database management? Here management word is new. So managing your database system is DBMS. DBMS is a collection of programs that enable user to create and maintain a database. In other words, you can say a software that provide user with the processes of defining, constructing and manipulating the database for a various applications. Like I will give you exam SQL, MySQL. I think you heard about that. Oracle, and we will do the MySQL in the next classes. Okay. Uh, Now these all are the, because they are giving you a platform where you can maintain your data, construct your data or manipulate your data. Okay. So DBMS is very much important. Now, what are the, why we need, why database come in the picture, DBMS come in the picture? Because before DBMS we are dealing with the file processing system, and file processing system have some disadvantages. That's why we need DBMS. The first disadvantage of your file system is data redundancy and inconsistency. Fine. As I told you, data redundancy means duplication and consistency means preservation. So your data should not be duplicated. That time your data should get duplicated and not preserved. That's why we need DBMS. In file system, it become very much difficult to access data. Okay. Now data isolation. Data isolation is very much important. If you are like if as I give you example, we have multiple files for a student record. Okay, and I want that data of Mahi. Fine. Those files are in such a manner that we are not able to isolate them. So DBMS is isolate, data isolation is considered in the DBMS. Next is data integrity. I already told you about the integrity. Data integrity is not maintained in file processing system. Next is your concurrent access. It's not possible. At the same time, if you want to access two type of data, that is not possible in file processing system. Next is your security problem. Yeah, security is a big issue when you are dealing with your database. Okay, in file processing system, your data is not secure. That's why we need a DBMS. Now let's see some advantages of DBMS. First one, data independency. Yeah, data is independent. Okay, if you want to see Mahi data, you can easily access or search Mahi and write down the name of Mahi and you can easily access the data. Efficient data access. Yeah, you can easily access your data. The data integrity and security both are maintained in DBMS. Database administration. DBA is also watching that your data is fully have full constraint and maintained properly. Fine. So that's a responsibility of DBA. Concurrent access and crash recovery. You can make you can access two kind of data at the same time. And if your data get crash, if you have a backup, you can easily recover that data. because platforms are already given the recovery backup option also, so it's become very easy to recover the data. Now, reduce application development time. They just, if you are dealing with DBMS, you can easily access, quickly search your data, and so it's become very much if some that you are it will reduce the application development time. So in today class we just read about the advantages and why we need DBMS, what is DBMS. Okay, I hope it's clear to everyone. So today we will finish up here. In the next class we will continue. And till time, have a good day.